Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy back again with a new video. It is Wednesday and it is cold as your boy just jumped out of a hot shower. So I thought I'd bust out this video for ya. We're going to go through all the team lists and then my fantasy team. Well, the key matchups of every game. And then maybe if you want to check my prediction for Origin, I did that on my team list video last weekend. So I'll end up putting a card up at the top of the video if you want to go check that out. Pretty sure I predicted the Maroons 18-16. I am a Maroons fan, so obviously, like Queenslander, this and that, like I'm not going to sway off it, but I think it's going to be a real close series. You know, our team looks really good, and so do the Blues, so I'm really fucking excited. So anyway, after all the chit chat, let's get into the video. Let's go. So just letting you guys know, it is a weird weekend in fantasy and in footy overall. So a lot of people will probably names, but probably won't back up from Origin. And then there was also people that aren't named that are going to back up, you know, this and that. So basically it's just a play it by ear sort of weekend, sub in, sub out whenever you can. But hopefully everyone that's usually my pick on it is mostly anyone that's on the bench that's not going to play high minutes probably will back up. Obviously, 18th mans will definitely back up. Maybe the players that really didn't take a beating in this one, that's probably a last sort of one. So most of the people that are out on the field probably going to, you know, maybe not back up. Who knows? It could be totally different these days. And also depending on what day too they play as well. So first game of the weekend, we've got the Cowboys versus Dragons. And my key matchup for this game is definitely Chad Townsend versus Benny Hunt. If Benny Hunt doesn't play, it would be Drinkwater versus Cody Ramsey. So I think that's going to be two really key matchups there. Chad Townsend's been holding up the Cowboys. Benny Hunt's been holding up the Dragons, and he's a leading Dally M point at the moment. And Scotty Drinkwater's in a fucking amazing form, and Cody Ramsey's actually putting up really good numbers at the moment at fullback. So it's good to see. I think the Cowboys will probably get over the Dragons in this one. I think they're just a bit more resilient front. But judging on team lists, if this is the way it plays out, maybe the Dragons do just pip them. But then again, it's at Townsville, so I think the Cowboys. Next game, we got the Titans versus the Rabbits. And my key matchup in this game is Toby Sexton versus Lachlan Ilias. It's going to be the key to how these youngsters play. I guess a couple of other big ones is Tino and Cam Murray if they do play. But I think the definite players there is definitely Toby Sexton and Lachie Ilias. And throwing Cody Walker there too, if he shines, is most likely going to be a Rabbits win. I'm going to go Rabbits in this one, only because they're more like a team that will, you know, take it to the Titans. But then again, the Titans need to bounce back somewhere, and it's possible. You know, I really rate Paul Turner. He is a Warriors junior. But, you know, we'll have to see how he goes. Next game, we've got the Roosters versus Storm, and my key matchup in this one is Jerome Hughes versus Luke Keary, mainly because they're going to be definites for playing in this game. You could go, you know, Munster versus Sam Walker. Sam Walker's definitely playing, but Munster may not back up. Who knows? But yeah, I'm definitely, it's definitely on those two sevens. Jerome Hughes has been in amazing form, and we've seen with the Storm, if Jerome Hughes is not playing, they really struggle. Luke Keary, he's starting to get into form now. If you bought him for fantasy, he's probably one to jump on whenever you can. You know, I think he had a down week last week. I'm not too sure, but overall, he is trending upwards at the moment. So he's not getting back to that old school form. He's playing a different sort of style, but he's running a little bit more now. But yeah, in this one, I got the Storm winning this one. I just don't think the Roosters are there yet. I think the Roosters still trying to figure everything out. I think the Storm might just do them. Next game, we got the Broncos versus the Raiders, and this is a Saturday game, so maybe the boys do back up from Origin, so keep that in mind. My key matchup in this one is Adam Reynolds versus Fogarty. Again, I'm doing halves partners apparently this week. You could also say Tamari Martin versus Xavier Savage, two boys that are filling like fullbacks at the moment. Tamari is not a known fullback, but he's playing amazing there right now. I think the big key in as well is Ezra Mann playing 6, except for Tyson Gamble, so that's a big one there. Jackie Whiten and Fogarty are there as well. So it's going to be a crazy good game. Overall, I think it's so tough, this one. Again, it depends on maybe the key matchup too is Payne Haas and Tarpanay, but I don't know if Haas is going to back up. If Haas backs up, man, I think the Broncos could do it. If Haas doesn't back up, I'm going the Raiders because I think the Raiders have just got a team at the moment. Adam Elliott's playing out of his skin too, so it's a really close game, guys, 50-50. First Sunday game, we got the West Tigers versus Eagles. So these are mostly the games that all the boys will back up if you have any Origin out. So I see DCE probably getting some time and maybe getting in there, depending on how they feel too. So maybe they want to rest their players, so who knows. My key matchup, fuck, I feel like, I'm just doing it again, but Jackson Hastings versus Cherry Evans. It really depends on Hastings now. Hastings was really close with Madge, and obviously Madge being sacked, whether how he plays at the moment. But I feel like at the moment he's changed everything, that stigma that, he's the man of that team at the moment. I think he plays a cracker, surely. But it is hurting him, I reckon, that Madge is gone. Cherry Evans, I hope he comes back into form off Origin. Obviously, he's been in form the start of the season. Great kicking game. Overall, if Cherry Evans and Garrick and all those boys click, the Seagulls win. If they don't, the Tigers are gritty at the moment, so maybe the Tigers. Third game on your Sunday, we got, second game on your Sunday, sorry. We got the Knights versus Panthers. Key matchup in this one, we got Kalen Ponga versus Dylan Edwards. Both fullbacks playing amazing, depending if Kalen Ponga backs up. If not, I'm going to go Milford versus whoever they verse. There's so many good players, good matchups here if everyone comes back. Maybe Mitch Barnett versus Yo. I think overall, both teams, it really depends on if the Panthers have backups, but even then, they're playing amazing. The Knights, their halves pairing should stay the same. I really rate Milford at the Knights at the moment. I feel like he's given that extra spark on that edge. I know he threw a couple of forward passes against us and but I feel like every time that they look dangerous, it was through Milford and Ponga. So if Ponga backs up, that's where I see the strike there for them. Obviously, I got the Panthers. I don't see them losing to the Knights in this one, but then again, the Knights, you never know, but I got the Panthers. Last game on your Sunday, we got the Waz, Flute to the General. He is back. He is coaching. Unfortunately, no more Nathan Brown. I feel sorry for the man, but I hope that Stacey Jones really puts a hard edge on these boys and gets some effort out of them because, man, they're struggling lately. Big in for us, we got Joshy Curran back. So if you got Joshy Curran in your fantasy, or trade him in or this and that, he's been playing amazing. If you haven't got him in, I probably wouldn't trade him right now. Maybe give him a couple of weeks to see where he's at, coming off an injury. So key matchup in this game is going to be Sean Johnson versus Nico Hines. I'm pretty sure Nico will play, being 18th man. I think for the Warriors, obviously, Walshy's so big for us. We need to unlock Walshy, and to do that, Shawnee needs to get on the same page. He hasn't been in form for the last couple of weeks, and that hurts me to say because I'm one of the biggest Sean Johnson fans, but he needs to step it up. I know that I think a lot of his form has come from his family being at home, and he's getting a little bit homesick. And I think we can all take a moment, understand that that's happened. They've been away from home for ages. I know for him, he had family over here when he had his missus and his daughter over here with the Sharks, but he's had injury troubles as well. This man's been through a horror the last couple of years. So now he's going to get back home in a couple of weeks. Hopefully we see him shine at the end of the season. If there's anyone to unlock Sean Johnson, Stacey Jones, please. Obviously, I got the Warriors. You don't even need to know my pick, but if you're a smart person, the Sharkies are probably one to put on here. And last game of the weekend, and one I'm pretty curious on actually, is the Doggies versus the Eels. The Doggies always give it to the Eels. They play really well against the Eels, and really judging by these lineups, they're not too far off really. I know they're wooden spoon and they haven't been playing amazing. But I've seen a couple of things I like from the last couple of weeks, so this is going to be a good matchup. My key matchup in this one is Jake Alvarillo versus Clint Gutherson. I've actually really rated Jake Alvarillo at fullback. Just the small touches that he's had, and he's broke the line open and all that sort of stuff. Man, I feel like he's going to be a really good fullback. I just see it. I just see it. Corey Allen obviously being in there helps a lot. Josh Adokar is going to be proving all the boys that in the Origin camp that he should have been there. Reed Marnie also, I feel like he's going to have a cracker and show Maroons. I'm also a Maroon hooker. I can play well. So I've got the Eels in this one just to be it's the smarter pick out of the two. But I wouldn't really be surprised if the Doggies get them over in this one, because the Eels will play to the level of their opposition. And with the Doggies, they will grit and grind their ways to somewhere. So, and that little extra spark with Avarillo, I like it a lot. So yeah, now we're going into my team list for the weekend for my fantasy. I did not trade anyone in this week. I just didn't see the need to at the moment. I'm going to see how my team performs this weekend, and then maybe put pick and change for round 17 coming up. I know we got 4 trades this weekend, but I just thought it'd be a little bit smarter to hold on to the people I've got. I'm pretty happy with everyone that I've got here. Especially around Origin players. Brendan Smith may get a bigger role if Harry Grant don't come back. So yeah, overall we'll run through the team. So Teddy, he might not play, so he's going to be one I'm watching out for, but I'm pretty sure that Savage and Nico Hines will play, my wing fullback. Tago, Penasini, my center positions, they are definitely playing. Cleary is my captain. I'm not too sure about that. I might chuck Tamalolo or maybe Tohu as my captain. Who knows? Maybe Nico. I'll chuck Nico. I reckon Nico is my captain if he's definitely playing, but I'm not too sure if Cleary will play. Usually they should rest someone like him, but you know, you never know. Scotty Drinkwater's definitely in there. You know, Tohu Harris is definitely in there. Schuster's definitely in there. So Schuster is a bit weird. He is coming off the bench, but I do expect a bit more minutes than what he's had the last couple of weeks. Hopefully he may even snag that starting role before the match starts. But if he's in there, I hope he plays really well. He's been my big shot this week, my risky shot. And he obviously didn't score the best last week, but you know, I still believe in him. He's a top fantasy player when he plays well. I just wanted him in my team whenever I could. Maybe I shot too early. Let me know. Tom Lolo should be playing. Adam Elliott definitely should be playing. So they're my two studs in the middle. And then Payne Haas is a flip of the coin. I think it's tough. I think he might back up. He's one of those sort of players that will like just do whatever. But yeah, Reed Marnie's definitely playing. I'm keen to see how he scores this week. And then my bench, Max King, Butcher, Brendan Smith, and Nanai's in reserves at the moment. But I have this little sneaky thought that he will slip in. If not, Hammer's probably going in there. Cooler's probably going to cover Teddy. You know, he probably covers Teddy. Who knows? But, you know, we'll switch it around. Hammer, Cooler, Karaz, and Wishart on reserves. So it is what it is. I'm pretty confident this week, actually. I'm not too badly out of it, I don't think. I got a couple of players that could be in form. Yeah, I'm really excited to see how we perform. After this weekend, I'll start looking over my team and see where there is downtrending players or anything like that, and maybe someone I should be able to trade out. But yeah, I'm excited for the weekend. Up the Maroons. Appreciate every single one of you guys for clicking on my videos. Like and subscribe. Peace out.